So the weather's been kind of crappy here in Colorado Springs area the last couple of days, which is why I got the day off. So hey, figure I'd crank out a couple of videos for you guys since I've been lacking the last couple weeks. Yeah. But rocking my CJ Anderson Broncos jersey. I'm proud of them boys making the playoffs. It's been a long time. But we're going to keep rolling. I got the Buffalo Sabres going on, and once again, I don't think there's any new ones to the collection since I last made one. But the point, I wanted to update all of them, even though I don't have collections for or new editions for every team, is this fancy new webcam I got here, so you can see it more detail. And I don't sound all crappy like I did in the other videos. But yeah, let's get going here. So the first one we got here is the goat head, which I'm not quite sure. I don't really know many actual Sabres fans. So if you're one, maybe you could tell me in the comment section. But I got this feeling like a lot of Sabres fans didn't like this at the time. And now that they've been gone for so long, that they have an appreciation for it. And as an Oilers fan, I know how you feel, because when we had the copper and blue, I was like, man, I wish they'd go back to the OGs. And now that they've had the OGs for so long, it's like I kind of miss the copper and blue. But anyways, I know this is back as a third jersey, which is awesome because I love this jersey, and I would like to get the Adidas version. But here it is. It's a blank. And I believe this is a starter. Yep, it's a starter. So the logo's kind of, it's old. It's a starter, so the logo's kind of bubbling here and there. But I love this era of jerseys. This is when they started experimenting with the metal fleck that's obviously very prominent now with Fanatics and Adidas. But I love the striping on this. It was kind of weird and different at the time. And I don't know if I can make this work. Let me show you something else I like about this jersey. Is the stripes come up under the shoulders and make bison horns, which I thought was cool. And I think the reason a lot of Sabres fans maybe not have liked it, again, tell me if I'm wrong, but they're the Sabres, not the Buffaloes. So I can see why that was kind of But they made up for that with this awesome shoulder logo. I love this. Again, it's got the silver fleck in it. But I thought this was an amazing jersey. And the one thing I don't like about this is I don't know. I might have to look for some of the other starters in my collection to see if it's the same on those. But this thing, chokes me out. It's like a tiny little neck. And I am fat, so that might have something to do with it too. But I don't know. I thought this was awesome. And I'm glad to see it back as a third. I'm okay with it being a third. I would love to see it come back full time, but I understand they're the Sabres, not the Buffaloes, so it's fine as a third. And next, we got this guy, which I think is also a phenomenal jersey. When they switched away from the goat head jersey, they brought in what's known as the Buffa Slug. I'm sure you all know. During that era, and a lot of Sabres fans at the time didn't like it, so they came up with this as a third to appease them, and ultimately it was successful enough that it became the full-time home jersey. But I like it. This is a Reebok Premier, but it doesn't feel like a Premier. It's got some weight to it. It's got some heft. It's not that vinyl crap logo. It actually feels like a real jersey, which is awesome because I don't think I paid near close to full price for this. So that's a win. And it's a Ryan Miller, one of my all-time favorites, America. Wish he'd have got that gold medal, but hey. One thing I always thought was kind of weird, and I know this continued in the Adidas, is this gray in the neckline. I know there's some subtle gray here and there throughout the jersey, but I felt like this maybe could have been the yellow. I don't know. Because I know in the Adidas, it had this weird design with the neckties and made it look like a dead fish. But logo's phenomenal. I love the little red eye in the bison there. He's all pissed off, which is awesome. And it's the traditional look, modernized. It's the original-ish jersey. I mean, obviously, it's not the same. It's the darker blue, which I like. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love they went back to the OG jerseys, but the dark blue is a good look. I love the striping on it. Very traditional. I'm kind of missing a shoulder logo. Wish there was one on here to balance it a little more, but honestly, it flows nice. And the thing I thought was weird was these gray armpits. I know a couple of Reebok jerseys had this weirdness going on. I don't know what that was about. And obviously, it's got the Reebok piping in it, but it still looks nice. So that was a pretty sharp jersey. And then next, we got the white version of that exact same jersey. So all the same things I like and don't like about the blue one. And again, it's Ryan Miller, because America. And but what I do like about this is the shoulder yoke. Because if you know me, the perfect jersey is a shoulder yoke, traditional striping, and a shoulder patch, which this doesn't have, but it's close enough. It's a very sharp jersey. And again, the angry, red-eyed, pissed-off bison. And then last, which, if you watched my last video, I was wearing it, is probably the ugliest jersey in the history of the NHL. Is this thing. Now, at first glance, it's like, what's so ugly about it? It's an alright jersey. Well, let me turn it around for you. Again, yes, Ryan Miller. But it's two different colors. Like, you'd think it's a Stadium Series jersey, but this was their actual alternate jersey for a while. And you may notice this in the other ones. There's a problem with the Reebok Premiers. There's no material in this. It crinkles and wrinkles and sucks, but what are you gonna do? And one thing I did kind of like about this jersey, even though it's hideous, was the silver stripe that went down the arm here. And it comes to a point like a saber, so I thought that was a nice subtle little detail. And it also appeased the weird Reebok striping of the era. And then the cuffs, so it's got the same. It comes to these silver cuffs. So I know a lot of Reebok jerseys had these finished cuffs in them, and I wasn't a fan of most of them. This one's all right. And so instead of having the gray in the shield, I don't know what you call that, I'll call it the shield spot. But they had to put the gray in there, so they did this, which I think that looks better than just having the weird gray back there. That's why I said they should have had the yellow in the other jerseys, but that's all right. Anyways, that's it's my Sabres jerseys. So I'm going to try to bang out a couple more of these since I got the day off thanks to the weather. And I'm having an avalanche. Hang on. And I lost one. Okay. And so I think next is, what would be next? If I'm going in alphabetical order, that would be Calgary, right? Yeah. Arizona moving to Utah's got me all messed up, but I'll get figure it out. But anyways, so I look forward to the next one, and I know the Broncos got a real tough challenge against the Bills this weekend, but I'm excited. I'm not getting my hopes up too much because obviously we're 7th seed, but you never know. Any given Sunday, right? Problem with finishing 7th is we don't have home field at all during the playoffs. So if we're going to go on a run, it's going to be a hard run. Anyways, regardless if they go far in the playoffs or not, I'm proud of the boys for making it. And yeah, we'll get back to the hockey jerseys. Thanks for watching. If I could figure out... Oh, my mouse fell asleep. There we go. All right, I'll see you next time.